Hello. So we are trying incredibly new scenarios today. I managed to have a screen just with my incredible big face and the chat. Hopefully it works. Of course, the chat is too little for me to read, so I have another thing with chat. Well, it's complicated. um, so, hello everyone. Thanks for coming. Today I have pretty long list of things to do. Delay in video and audio sync. Deal with that? No, wait, I can try. I can, for sure, I can reduce the video quality of my face. Like this, maybe. Maybe. Chat could confirm. Yeah. And so I just got the link in the chat from Lucor about the invention of a new pasta shape, and that maybe can be the topic of today. And I'm sorry for the bot, but he will spam the chat. I don't understand the link, to be honest. I mean, seems nice though, but it looks like a tire thing. I don't know. Anyway. Let's okay, so let's switch here. I want to use as much time as I can for today because I totally need that. So the things of today. I actually came a little prepared today, so I kind of cheated because, well, how could this go say? Yeah, it's pretty cool. So I'm going to install Kubernetes on my local server, the server that we more or less configured last time. And I actually had to decide how to, I had to pick a distribution, and then I tried to figure it out how to, to install it, etc. I haven't tested, I made a decision, I haven't tested it, so, I mean, today is gonna be the test, and hopefully it will work. And if it doesn't, next time. So yeah, I guess it makes some sense to start talking about maybe why Kubernetes first. Basically, it's a very bad idea to install Kubernetes on a single node. Because it's just useless. I am going to do that because, well, I normally work with Kubernetes, so it's handy for me to have it as a test environment, and I'm pretty sure that it's I will have a lot of issues with this thing. The idea is to have something that works so that I can test some Kubernetes stuff locally, And then hopefully I will try to add more nodes. Most probably at some point I will just push the things on some cloud provider, because I mean, if I have to do something for real, it will just it's just not gonna work on this on my machine. Why I'm saying that? Well, we can say so this machine has one CPU, one physical CPU with only two virtual ones, and some memory, like 12 gigabytes of memory. That's not so bad, but the amount of CPU is so low, and so that's gonna be an issue for sure. Also, this machine is it's a NAS. It's not a real server. and so it's not really designed to work like this. So yeah, in chat, I have no idea how to pronounce your name, Shadiye. I know I'm trolling actually. So the difference between Kubernetes containers and Dockers. I spoke about containers the few weeks ago, I guess, on the Elixir stuff. Anyway, Docker is just an engine for containers, and Kubernetes is an orchestrator for containers. The thing is, you use containers to isolate things that you want to run, and there are many ways to run containers on your machine. So you can run them with Docker. You can run them with many other tools. There are a lot of other tools that are not really containers, but they more or less provide you the same kind of or a similar level of functionality. I'm thinking about BSD jails or LXC containers, or I don't know what else. Or you can build them yourself using C groups and namespaces on Linux. Don't do that, but yeah, you can. Docker is just maybe let's say the most famous environment for containers, and at some point they decided to split the environment. So what the fuck is this? Come on, wait. So if you go to opencontainers.org, now there is a standard that's called OCI for all your container environments. And do they have a small graph? No, of course not. So now you can actually plug different pieces of your environment for containers, and they should work together. So the baseline is that you have more or less, you have a CLI interface, you have the runtime, and then you have a registry, more or less. And with Docker, you get all the things together. You can actually remove some pieces. So, for example, I have Docker installed on my local machine. Well, it's also installed on the server, I guess. Maybe. Yes, it's installed also on the server. This terminal is on Bacille as the server name. And so Docker is good just to run, let's say, if you have to run some containers more or less manually or without very structured interaction among them. You just need Docker and maybe a systemd manifest that will run your containers at boot, and boom, you're done. But if you start to have more complicated applications that need many things, or that they need to talk with each other, well, you need something that can organize your containers. And more importantly, if you want to run your containers on multiple nodes, so on different servers, Docker itself is not able to manage that. So you will have to put an external system that will manage those containers. And then you will have to put something that will route the request to your containers, the network, etc. So Kubernetes does all these things for you. So we have, and I should have prepared these, I haven't. If you go on the kubernetes.io, there is a lot of very nice documentation that explain how it works. And okay, amazing. And basically, you have in a Kubernetes cluster, let's see with this image, you have one thing that's called control plane that usually run in, let's say, 3 servers that we can call masters. And then you have a bunch of nodes that are independent servers that will run actually your applications. Everything connects with through network. There are APIs for everything, and a lot of magic involved in this thing. So the thing, the idea of control plane, it's, let's say, kind of abstract in the sense that we are gonna, like, you can split the control plane on multiple servers, and you should, because if you have it on just one server and the server goes down, well, your cluster is fucked. So the question of Looker is, do I think to deploy K3s? No. I'm gonna go with kubespray, and I can even tell you why. Mostly because, yeah, because it's a bad idea, and I love the bad ideas. So the thing is, Kubernetes is overly complex and overkilled for whatever I'm gonna plan to do at home. But I like to have a testing environment so that I can test some Kubernetes stuff. And the nice thing is that when you have a Kubernetes cluster running, you deploy your application just through manifests, so YAML files. And you can more or less reuse the same manifest on different clusters. So everything that will more or less run on my local machine, I'll be able to just redeploy it on a bigger cluster on a cloud provider, for example. I'm totally not gonna go into the details of how Kubernetes works, because it will be, I don't know, 10 hours just for that. I guess I even have a deck of slides where I explain how it works. But we can just imagine that we have a bunch of servers that run the control plane and a bunch of workers that will run your workloads. And we are just gonna collapse all this thing together in one server. So of course there will be a lot of compromise. So in terms of manifests, wait, I have noise coming from my headphones. So in terms of manifests, to deploy application, and I'm not so sure we're gonna see any deployment today. I mean, in 2-3 hours, I don't think I managed to get there. When you interact with Kubernetes, you're just sending YAML or JSON, whatever, through APIs. So the way you interact with Kubernetes is, well, you have a CLI that helps you, but basically you're just authenticating against your cluster endpoint, and then you're throwing YAML at it. If you save that YAML in a file, well, that's a manifest. And in that manifest, you can describe what you want your cluster to do. Technically speaking, with Kubernetes, you're describing, well, most of the time you're describing how you want your objects to be like. But yeah, I guess we are getting into a rabbit hole there. So the idea is, when you have a cluster running, you can describe your application through YAML files. Those YAML files describe how Kubernetes should deploy your things, where are the containers, and whatever configuration that you want or like. And don't worry, as soon as this thing is up and running, I would say that 3/4 of my work will be deploying shit on this cluster. So we will see that. Now, because Kubernetes is obviously complicated, they created, there is a foundation that's called CNCF that kind of control and organize all the shit around Kubernetes. And there is this very nice website that's called landscape.cncf.io, where they list all the stuff that works in this ecosystem. Kubernetes is one of the pieces, and it's here, you see, Kubernetes is here. And it's just one of the orchestrators that work in the Cloud Native Computing Foundation ecosystem. You can have other type of orchestrator, for example, OpenNebula, that, I mean, I guess it's way older than Kubernetes, 13 years, let's see. Yeah, 7 years, so twice as older. Docker Swarm, it's a piece of Docker. Don't use Docker Swarm, but it exists, etc. There are many others. And then there are a lot of stuff that you can use with Kubernetes, you can use inside Kubernetes. There are pieces of your Kubernetes cluster. For example, Core DNS and HCD. There are two pieces that I'm going to deploy to have my cluster running. And container runtimes, the stuff I was talking about, you can have different type of runtimes. So you can run containerd, you can run CRY-O, you can run whatever the shit you like. You can even run Firecracker. So, I mean, shit can get pretty crazy. There are a lot of interesting stuff in here. Yeah, rip Docker Swarm. I mean, they were unlucky. Like, they deployed Docker, they published Docker Swarm and Kubernetes, I guess, like 1 hour after the other. No, it was not Docker Swarm. It was the Netflix thing, I guess, that they were announced kind of the same day, and so one of them were like, okay, whatever, Google is publishing their shit, it's useless. I guess it was Netflix, I don't remember. Funny stories. Anyway, there are a lot of stuff in the landscape that we are going to use and test, because that's maybe one of the reasons why I want a local server. I want to test as much as possible a lot of those things, especially in the CI/CD section, but also in the security and compliance section. There are a lot of very interesting stuff, but that's stuff for the future. Today we are focusing on the distribution section. So what are the certified distribution of Kubernetes? There are a lot. And those are just distributions. So you take them and you install them and you have a running Kubernetes that's compliant. Then you can get all the Kubernetes that are available on the cloud, etc. Inside these things, there are some open source, non-open source, there's a lot of variability, because basically, if tomorrow you open a GitHub repo and you're saying, hey, I'm doing a Kubernetes distribution, bunch of things to send to the CNCF, and then they certify you. So maybe you have to pay something, doesn't matter. A lot of them completely do not align on what we need to do. So for example, Airship is to deploy network stuff. We don't care. Some of them are maybe nice, but they do not work for a single node. For example, Locomotive. It's an incredible distribution. The company behind KinoWalk, it's very cool. They do incredibly fun stuff, but I mean, it's not single node. The plan for today, it's even online. So if you go on github.com, Lerigatto, Twitch, this is the plan of today. Why Kubernetes? Told you. Picking a distribution, and I'm getting into my short list, and then we go and install kubespray. You're an annoying person, you know? Okay. Okay. I went through the list today mostly, and I managed to have a short list. The short list is composed by K3s, KOS, kubespray, and then I think it's worth mentioning kubeadm, minikube, and firekube. We are going with kubespray, so kubespray will sit at the last. Of course, the tabs are not in the proper order. So what we're looking for, we're looking for a Kubernetes distribution, a certified Kubernetes distribution that's as minimal as possible, in the sense that I don't really want a lot of extra shit, because I want to be able to play with my Kubernetes. I'm okay with some simplifications, but basically, hello, welcome. Basically, I am theoretically able to admin Kubernetes cluster, so I don't care if they oversimplify everything for me. On the other hand, I want to be able to customize as much as possible in the future. It should be turnkey, so you install and it works. And most importantly, it has to run on a single node. So the first project that I saw was K3s. Pretty nice. They run all your stuff in they put things together in a bunch of binaries, and then you deploy and it runs. So in theory, it's pretty simple to install and run. They have very nice documentation. It's done by Rancher, so they're pretty able to do their shit. Yeah, it works single node. It can work multi-node, and yeah, K3s is very nice. It's very nice. So K3s was actually, exactly, you have multi-node, was actually my first choice. Then when you start looking at how you deploy it, well, most mostly they're just telling you, hey, fetch a thing from the internet and install that. That's horrible. Otherwise is, yeah, you can get all the binaries that you need and good luck. And didn't really like that. And also, yeah, kind of too easy, right? I mean, so that's my first option. So that was my first option. Then I took a look at K0s. So K0s, it's a project from Mirantis. Mirantis is a pretty big player, I guess, at this point on the ecosystem. At the last KubeCon in physical, they had an incredible party. I have incredible t-shirts from them. So all things in favor. They built this distribution more or less mocking K3s, but focusing on running everything with a single binary. So the idea here is very nice because it's just you fetch one binary. This binary is 100 megabytes something. You deploy it, everything is in there. This is nice. This is fun. I would say that works very well on a single node. But then it's like, and if you want to switch something, mess with something, you can't. You can't because this is supposed to not be possible. I mean, it's okay. I'm pretty sure that works. Not really what I need. And then okay, let's start closing some stuff. Yeah. Then it's worth mentioning kubeadmin, Minikube, and FireCube, where kubeadmin is one of the official, let's say, built-in ways of deploying Kubernetes. So you see the kubeadmin stuff inside the Kubernetes distribution, website. Yeah. And the idea here is that you install, this is just a utility that you use to configure your Kubernetes. The problem is, because I'm running Ansible for everything, it means that I will have to write all my Ansible things using kubeadmin. So I will have to write kind of a playbook with a bunch of roles. Those roles will call kubeadmin. Possible, annoying. So that's why that was not an option for me. Like if I have to get through all that mess, better to get through that mess, but with a distribution like K3s, so I don't have to get completely stupid around this. Then there is Kind. Well, Kind was not an option for me. We don't give a shit. Kind is Kubernetes in Docker. I guess I will find usage of that, but it's mostly for testing purposes. So you run with Kind, you install this CLI that will run a bunch of containers, and those containers will run a Kubernetes cluster. So this is the tool that's used to test Kubernetes, and that's the main purpose of Kind. It's very reduced in the sense of possibilities. So it's good enough to test Kubernetes, so for sure it's good. It's built by the same people. But I mean, my understanding is that it's more an ephemeral thing. So you run Kind for something that you can start and kill in defined period. I want my cluster to be running all the time. we can't really speak about uptime, but yeah. And the last thing, no, the previous last is Minikube. So I used Minikube a lot. I really like Minikube. And the idea of Minikube is that is an utility that will run Kubernetes. Well, originally it was just in a virtual machine. Now it works also in Docker. I'm not sure if they use kind actually, or if they just replicate what kind does. I don't know. But the idea is that they will run a local cluster for you in a way that it won't break anything you have. So that's why they use, for example, VirtualBox or whatever virtual machine engine that you have locally. In my case, again, it doesn't really make sense because I don't really want to run a virtual machine on my server. I want to run Kubernetes on my server. So running a virtual machine to run Kubernetes, to run stuff inside containers inside a virtual machine, I mean, way too much overhead. Plus the management of that will be strange because I will have to connect to the machine, use Minikube that connect to a virtual machine. I mean, no. Anyway, Minikube is very cool to use locally. So maybe Minikube, maybe kind. I will use them in my future projects for sure. Yeah, the last thing that I really want to mention, because I really want to test this. But totally not something I want to invest myself right now with something that I want working. The people of WeWorks that, I mean, they do incredibly cool stuff, like a lot of incredibly good stuff, and for example, they do Flux, good enough, right? So they created a distribution of Kubernetes that runs on Firecracker, and it runs on GitOps. So you can admin, if I understand it correctly, you can run your cluster with GitOps. So you have your GitHub repo, you define your cluster in the GitHub repo, and then with the combination of Ignite and Firecracker, this thing is actually deployed as a virtual machine, as a cluster on a virtual machine on your computer. Firecracker is a little more complicated than a virtual machine. It's called a micro VM. It's the thing that that's used by AWS to run Lambda, and I mean, it seems pretty cool. I really want to test it. That's why I mention it. So the final thing in the list was KubeSpray. Where is it? Here. KubeSpray. We can start cleaning everything else. Yes, is it's a piece of Kubernetes. Okay, so a lot of nice discussion in the chat. Gearnode is suggesting to check the package manifest for, I guess, K3S. That's done in Arc. Yeah, that's a pretty good idea if you want to deploy that. I normally check the debs, but yeah, it's basically the same stuff. And Minikube is shitty. Yeah, I mean, I think that for testing, it's not that bad. If you know how to run Kubernetes, I don't know if it's really worth it. And today kind is very powerful. So most probably today kind would be a better option than Minikube. Yep. So KubeSpray. KubeSpray is again a tool built inside Kubernetes. I mean, on Kubernetes. On it's the same people again, more or less, and is a bunch of Ansible playbooks, script, and stuff that deploy a Kubernetes cluster. So I was like, I mean, I'm already using Ansible, and whatever I was gonna choose would have ended up complicated phrases in English in Ansible. So at that point, I was like, if I have to write that shit, why not just going for the big thing? And you can use KubeSpray to deploy whatever you like. Technically, you can deploy with KubeSpray against cloud providers. There is a small catch that KubeSpray do not leverage. Oh, thanks for following, Luker. KubeSpray do not leverage on any of the cloud magic. So, for example, I don't know, auto-scaling or whatever cloud magic you want to use, network stuff, ingresses, load balancing, and you will have to do it manually. So there are better alternatives to deploy stuff on cloud providers, for example, COPS. But when you start deploying Kubernetes for real, then there are a lot of other things to think about. So, I mean, that's a completely different discussion that, of course, we're not going to do today because I'm not going to deploy on the cloud. But yeah, there are a lot of incredible alternatives like COPS, Rancher, or, I mean, a lot of other stuff. We don't care. We are going with KubeSpray. Hopefully it works, and hopefully I managed to do that in now an hour and a half. Yeah, I don't know. It's ambitious at best. So yeah, there we go. So this is the basic install. I just flashed the camera. Luckily, I'm not a girl. It's very easy. It's saying, oh, install a lot of Python shit. Copy the inventory. Put your stuff in the inventory. Mess with the variables, and then run the playbook as root. Easy. We are not gonna follow this because we already have our Ansible stuff. Please K3S. Yeah, no, I'm going with KubeSpray. If it doesn't work, I will go with K3S. But I would really like to make it working. Yeah. Unless you have any real thing why KubeSpray would be a bad idea. In my situation, I guess I'm going with that. Oh, we can try to Google it. Let's see what the internet says. Why the internet is answering me in French? That's a real problem. Yeah, the link that are already open are shit. Reddit 2019. Blah. Let's see what this guy says. blah, blah, blah. Okay, this is actually a good point. In K3s, they removed, so they compiled the piece, all the various pieces in a way that's reduced. I didn't actually thought about that. So we are gonna check the requirements on kubespray. Blah, blah. Okay, that was a good point. So let's check the requirements. Where are the requirements? I want to see requirements. Yeah, that was same link. Requirements. Okay, I have that. I have that. So this thing is gonna use 2 gigabytes of memory. I mean, I have them. Anything about CPU? No. Let's see what's in there. Blah blah blah, blah blah blah. Yeah. Blah. I don't know. Yeah, I still think it might make some sense to do this. Worst case scenario doesn't work. It would be fun. Yeah, the number of network plugins. Those are the network plugins just in kubespray. And if you check on the landscape, it's insane. Like, almost every other day, somebody wake up saying, I really have to write a network plugin. Look at this. And mostly, I guess, for no reason at all. I don't know. Yeah, Kubernetes need a plugin to have network. I mean, the network shit is overly complex. The network stuff that you need in Kubernetes is overly complex. And I guess that because it's overly complex and you can solve it in so many different ways, then it kind of makes sense that you have, that is a plugin first, and that you have a bunch of things. Actually, like, if you check the big schema of stuff, it kind of makes sense that the network is a plugin, because so for example, if you are on a cloud provider, you can decide to go with the cloud native network or with an overlay network. I mean, it's strange at best. So let's go. Integration. Come on, I'm following this thing, and you're not gonna see this browser anymore. We don't need this for now. Ansible. Okay. Check out. Oh shit. Check out B. Whoa, it was a long time I didn't create a branch. Okay, this. It was B. Nice. So this time I'm going with the branch because there would be a lot of shit going on here. So yeah, okay, they're saying fork the repo. Okay, I will obey. I'm forking cube spray. And yes, forked. Now git submodule add. So now we are cloning the forked repo. Amazing. Yeah. Some configs that I guess I have them. I don't know. Submodule log. Okay. Can you read this? Let's see. Git config global status submodule summary true. Did I have that? Yeah. No, I didn't. Okay. Git remote add. Wait. That's on the instruction are not clear. I guess I will do that in the submodule. Like this. Money. Who cares? So git remote add upstream. And we add the upstream. We check out. Okay. We fetch upstream. I mean, it would be the same stuff. Totally not. Why do you need to do that? Upstream master. Upstream. Yeah, okay, and then we repush. And what the fuck is this? Oh no, this is HTTP shit. We don't do that. Yeah, so that's true. Okay, so first thing, if you go git config show, maybe it's show all. We have a different git, I guess. But yeah, the git config, you technically you have to merge the global config and the local config, but maybe it's get all. Yeah, maybe it's get all. Fuck it. No, let's get on a single thing. List. It's list. Yeah. And about the command history, that's true, but I mean, I haven't done anything besides the stream, so right now I'm okay. I guess that as of today, I will need to be a little more careful because I will have the Kubernetes keys around. Anyway, I have to edit. No, where is it? Here. This thing. This must be git. Oh, I don't even pretend I remember. Git at github.com and like this, I guess. Or no. Huh. Where is this conf? Here you go. So git. Okay. Let's try. Why? Blah 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 blah. We don't need this stuff. Okay, there is something. I changed you here. Yes. And I changed you here. Totally yes. So why the fuck you don't like this? I will go down it. Yeah, no, that should be fine. You see? Okay, and in cube spray. Where the fuck is this thing is saved? Okay, I haven't. Can I just remove. Git remove origin. Git remove upstream. Okay. Add. No, git remote add upstream, and well, that's actually fine like this. And then add region cube spray. Okay, push. Okay, it works now. Well, first of all, I don't want to be on master on this thing. So let's move to a release. Yeah. You know, actually, I had to put URL. Okay. Because I did the edit manually, but it didn't like it. I don't know. So we are going, we need to check what's the latest version of Cube Spray. It's 2.15. I guess my neighborhoods upstairs are killing each other. I don't know if you can hear that. In the case, I'm sorry. And it's getting dark. Check out release to how they're tagged 2.15. Why? is a branch. I fetch them. Ah, I didn't. Huh. Oh, I guess. Yes, nice. Now git check out menu B, local release 215. Okay, so the thing is to use to be in a branch. That's it. Because you never know with submodules what's going to happen. And yeah, we can push the branch even though it's the same. I don't know if it's actually pushing that shit, even if it's the same. Are you pushing it? I don't know. I don't care. Yeah, it's not, because it's empty, I guess. Whatever. Now. So. Oh, okay. The URL thing in the gitconf. Yeah, that's actually smart. I could have. Yeah, that should be in my comps somewhere for sure. Yeah. Okay. So. What next? Modify path to library and roles in your Ansible config file. Oh. Wait, where? Okay, so I have my Ansible config here, but yeah, okay. I have to double check this. So Ansible .cfg and extra roles folder. So I need to add a new roles folder to point to the new to the submodule. I need the library and a roles folder. So cube spray and then roles path. The thing I don't know is if this thing will actually replace or is just adding. I have no idea. We'll check. Okay. I guess, yeah, let's go and test this right now. So if I run servers, I don't remember what's there. Servers, what do we want? We can rerun Docker, for example. So this is running some stuff, well, the Docker installing on the server. just to make sure that the lines we added are not breaking everything. Yes, there's gonna be a lot of YAML now. It's going to be all YAML. It's a all YAML night. I mean, we are now it's 7, so we are officially confined, and so it's YAML night. And it's not working. Back these. Okay. Okay, now it should be beyond. Yeah, no, okay, it should be an add. So this should not break. So if this thing is not working, it's for other reasons. Very nice. Very nice. And now it works. Oh, fuck off. Okay. Well, very good. I don't want to kill it halfway, but good. Actually, because we are going to install Kubernetes on this machine, I would say that we need to remove Docker. Yeah. Let's go and remove Docker. Packer, maybe it's fine. Yes. Totally, we don't want to have Docker anymore on this machine. Why? Because if you want to run, well, because Kubernetes will install the would install, I guess, Docker or its components, and so I don't want to have overlapping stuff. We want to skip base, network, apps. It was not skip. Where is skip tags? What's your problem? Oh. Skip tags. Place and task to start do not match these values. What did I wrote? Skip tags. Oh, maybe you want a sublist? Nope. Okay, it's taking only one. No. I think this is a pretty stupid way of doing this. I wonder how am I supposed to delete things properly using Ansible? No, this is running keys. I don't want to have keys. By deleting Ansible. Yeah, and use what instead? Yeah, okay, now this is running so much shit. Whatever, whatever. Okay, so I will be back in 1 minute, and do not disappear. Here we go. Bam, back. So, okay, we need to copy group vars. So cp, yeah, cube spray. Oof. That's pretty big. Yeah. Whatever. What it is? Should be in inventory. Sample group. Oh, fuck. Huh. From corresponding, So the documentation is saying copy and modify configs from kubespray group vars folder to corresponding group vars folder in your existing project. You could rename all.yaml config blah 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 and create queries blah 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 blah. Okay, a lot of blah blah blah. It's not really telling me what do I have in local versus what do I have in sample. I am going to copy sample. Yeah. in inventories servers. I just have a host file here, so that should be fine. Okay. Now sample. Yeah, so I guess now let's move it up. No. Wait. Yeah, let's leave it there. Let's get in and let's take a look. So we have an inventory.ini. Okay. Configure IP variable to bind Kubernetes services on a different IP than the default iFace. We should set etcd member name for etcd cluster. The node that is not an etcd member do not need to set the value, or can set the empty string value. Okay. Then we have an all with the Ansible host for the nodes. Okay. Configure bastion hosts. No. And then we say what are the masters, what's etcd, and we say that kubernetes cluster has a bunch of children that are the master, the node, and the calico. Okay. So I think I am going to append this inventory to my server's inventory. Yeah, where my previous thing was using a different notation. Okay. So we want to have node 1. Yeah, you're welcome. Are you sure Kube Spray is really it's really good for deploying a single node? No, it's not good. Yeah. I am starting to think that this is overkill. I want to try a bunch of things first, but yeah. I might actually switch to something else. So we will need to just rename or just duplicate the conf for the server as node 1, I guess, and that should be fine. Wait. Yeah, anyway, it is possible. I just checked here. Yeah, and yeah, there would be a lot of things to admin if I'm continue this way. That's true. Okay. I want to check another thing first. That maybe could be a good idea to check first. I want to check how's this thing. So what's the main fucking entrance of this thing? So we run cluster. So that's the playbook. I mean, as soon as we manage to run these, as soon as we manage to run it, it should be fine. In theory, right? Yeah, let's give it one shot, but I'm actually a little tempted to go with K3S now. Given how fucked up this is going to be. Okay, fuck it. Oh, the submodule. I don't understand Git sometimes. Like, fuck. Clean. Perfect. Here we go. Yeah, I guess I'm good. Yeah. Yeah, I was in a branch, so whatever. It doesn't really matter. So okay, we go with K3S because that was too long. Installation, prerequisites, blah blah blah. Okay, options. Installation with script. I would like to avoid to install with the script. Installing from binaries. No. Yeah, no, okay. We go with the script, but we will we pinpoint it. What the fuck is going on here? So, okay, well, their installation procedure is, well, is shit. So first thing, let's go. We create a roles K3S. We copy the fish role inside K3S. No, this is not the right folder. Okay. Now, why I copied the fish role? Because fish has the same shit. Oh, no. Okay. So yeah, let's go vim task. Oh, yeah. Are we going to need? Yeah, I am pretty sure we will need. I mean, this thing will grow. So I will start with the main and K3S thing. So let's move fish to K3S YAML. We remove the rest. We added the main. Okay. And now, inside the K3S. Oh no, that was not the right thing to copy. Fuck, it was fish. It was all my fish. Yes, here we go. So the all my fish thing, it's installed with the installer in the same way, and that's why we just copy the thing. We want to set OMF with K3S. Nice. And so we download the installer, we install it. We want sh with a bunch of options. Oh, we can't pass options here. Very nice, very nice. We need to pass environment variables. Okay, well, we'll check that later, but for sure we will need to do something about that. And then we redelete the thing. Perfect. Okay. Now, in the variables, we do the same stuff. So now I need to find the. Now we go K3S GitHub. So hopefully they have K3S. Hopefully they have their install.sh here. Yes, they do. Now we pinpoint to release. Let's say 15.3. Ooh, interesting. Do I see the tags in the blame? No, I need to see the history. So the way I'm doing this is I just fetch the latest. I mean, I just want to pinpoint to a precise version, and then I I save the SHA locally. So why not? So let's go with the latest one. It doesn't. I don't think it really matters. No, not master. I want the commit. Some commit. Yeah. Install. Sometimes the Git interface can be so annoying. Row. Here we go. So this is the URL that we need. And this way we are going to download always the same file. And if this file is tampered, we will have the SHA to check it. So let's go tmp. We get the file. Ah, shit. This is our sum. And I mean, I don't really need a local copy because I will need internet anyway. Like, this is totally not something that will ever work without internet. So my problem is not really if I have no internet. It's more about I want to make sure that I'm installing against the same files all the time. And so if they release a new version, I want to be in control of deciding if I want to use it or not. Okay. So that should be enough. I am rereading. Oh, well, yeah, now we are on this thing, of course, not on KubeSpray anymore. Yeah, so for sure, I want to fix at least the Kubernetes version. Like, I would be dumb not doing otherwise. So K3S, I need to look at the maybe options. K3S name, type, version. Yes. This is install K3S version. And then, no, this is the version of K3S. Huh. Well, yeah, I do care about the version of K3S too, actually. How to use flags. Right? I care. Do I care? I do care. Oh, shit. Okay, you're telling me pretty bad news. I hope you're not right. Let's one thing at a time. So first, we pinpoint a version of K3S. Okay. So the latest version. This release update Kubernetes to 1.12.4. Okay, so the version of K3S seems to be binded. So you see, this is K3S, and they release a new version, and this version saying this is installing 1.20.4. Okay. And then the previous was 119.9. Yeah, okay, so upgrading K3S. Yeah, no, sorry. Yeah, there are a bunch of versions. But it really seems that they are, they're binded together. No, actually, with cops, you can decide. So if you run cops, I don't know, 1.20, you can install with that Kubernetes 118 or 119. I mean, I think that for this specific case, this is fine. So I'm okay on running, on pinpointing the version of K3S. Yeah, here we go. Maintains, Yeah, exactly. So they match, and that's perfectly fine with me. So I just need to make sure that I'm running with the right tag. So I added the tag, and now I need to pass it somehow. Yeah. Okay. Not the nicest way, but should be good enough. Yeah, so this is the upgrades section on the documentation of K3S. Yeah, you're right. It's I should totally go multi-line here. Yeah, fixed. Thanks. Very good tip. My microphone is silent? Really? You cannot hear me? Oh, it's low. Okay, well, low, that's something I can totally work on. Now it's not low? Okay. Okay, it's better now. Perfect. I just, maybe I was a little too far. But yeah, thanks for... Yeah, okay. Totally, thanks for pinging that. Because, I mean, I can listen to myself. So, because there is like 5-second delay, something like that. Thank you for the profile picture. It's nice. But 90% of that picture is the cat, so. And for your info, I am working on cat cam, so that instead of my face, you will have a cam on my cat. But I have to find a camera first. Okay. So upgrades. Well, first they're saying you can run a kill all. Well, that's not what we want to do. So we skip that. Live cooking. We can. I can try. Yes, why not? Uh, I don't really have the stuff on the laptop to run the thing, but in the future maybe. I for sure I want to do more electronics because I had a lot of fun. And no, there is no Discord. You can, if you really want to talk with me, and I'm not live, you can reach me out on Twitter, maybe Reddit if you want. Yeah, I would say mostly Twitter. Yeah. Upgrades. So you can upgrade with installation script or with automatic upgrades. Okay. And there is a stable channel, the latest channel, and then, okay, you can pinpoint the version. Oh, here we go. Install K3S channel. No, install K3S version. Okay, this is the right thing. So you just rerun the installer and you put the version in a variable. Perfect. Okay, then we will need to do some things on the server, but that's fine for now. Okay, so for the install, this thing should be fine. And because this thing will be fine, and I'm very much confident that will perfectly work, I am going to take a previous release so that we can also test the upgrade. Yes, I will need to do the systemd stuff, totally. Okay, so we're not going to install the 20.4, but we're going with 19.8. That's the previous last, so that we can also check the upgrade. Let's go with systemd. No. Ah. Huh. So with systemd, well, the baseline, well, first of all, I don't know if the installer will run the systemd commands for me, like the enable and things like that. Maybe it will. I don't know. Why not? Should be something like this. No, totally. Systemctl. Systemctl. Enable should be enough. K3S. Then we need to become. Okay, and then we reboot. Yeah. Yeah, I think this is the easiest way, so that, well, the first install, yeah, we're technically wasting time because we don't need to restart for sure, but all the it's dot service. Eh. All the next one. Yeah, I mean, I do not pretend to remember how to use systemctl. It's like, okay, well, I talked enough. What's the status here? Nice. We edit our server env. We don't want Docker anymore, but we don't even want to remove it. I mean, yeah, in theory. Wait, give me 1 sec. How can I uninstall a role? You can't. Yeah, exactly. That's actually a topic I want to get through a little better. How do you remove something from Ansible? Like, I had that Docker role. I remove it, and sorry, not at that time. And how can I remove something from a machine? Huh. Yeah, no, I have to write a new role, actually. Okay, so to make sure that everything is fine, I'm going to do this manually. Yeah, no, exactly. Whoa, there was a new incident right now? Whoa. But it's the same data center? Wait, what's the date here? 20 March. That's today. Whoa. So they were supposed to start today and it didn't work. Container with 300 batteries of 20 kilos each. Shit, that's not something you want to have around. That's sad. Totally don't want to be in their shoes today. Yeah, there were some. So this is, I guess this is the news. This is March 10. Yeah. Yeah, that's 20 hours ago. Wait, let's go on this profile. Update March 20. So more racks are up. Yeah, no, okay, it seems that's 6 p.m. That's 1 hour ago, so actually restart. And at 3 p.m. they were saying we do not plan to restart SVG1. Oh, they moved a server around. Yeah, this was the press release. Okay, so they're actually just moving from one data center to the others. Yeah, I don't. Shit, smoke on unconnected batteries. Yeah, okay. Well, I guess sucks to be them today, but I mean, they're still the major provider, the major European provider. So it's kind of sad that that's the status of the major European provider. I mean, it really shows that we don't really have a real, well, we have some alternatives, but nothing can compare to non-European providers, and that's a little sad. So hopefully no smoke here. I am removing the, yes, the remote. Remove. I don't really care about purging, to be honest. But I'm removing Docker because, again, it doesn't make sense to run Docker on this machine anymore, as we have Kubernetes. And yeah. Let's go. Okay. No, server sh. Yeah, we can just run the latest part. Maybe was a good idea to have, no wait, let's stop it there. We need some more verbosity because where are you? Nope. Here we go. Okay, so now it's downloading the installer. Here we go, installer downloaded, and now it's in. You can use a pipe. Nope, you're wrong. K3s tasks. Wait, there is a way to do this. And see. Line break. So I have a syntax error here. And okay, easier. I do. Fuck. Ooh. Yeah. I have to do this. and then that. Oh, la. Okay. Yeah. I realized that it was not the right way. Okay. Well, let's try with less things, but and now we wait. Okay, well, it's downloading the file. The file, that's okay. Now, let's go with the install. I am very much sure that this is just not going to work. I don't know. It doesn't smell right. So, we haven't actually checked what this thing is doing, and I mean, that's just yeah. So this is actually the script. I mean, that thing is just it's just there in we don't care. So yeah, we have a bunch of variables that we can use. We are using one. We're using this one. Right now, I haven't get through the others because we're just going defaults, so it's okay. I guess this thing is running. Yeah. We verify the system, environment, download some symlinks. We install some stuff. Systemd. Okay, it's actually running the service enable. Env services. Okay. So let's see. No, it's actually in order. They're nice. They're nice people. Where is the setup and verify? Okay. So we are checking if we have systemd or OpenRC. Okay. We don't care about this stuff. Whatever. We put some mvars. Yeah, okay. If we pass stuff, okay, whatever. Blah blah blah. Totally not going to get through these. Okay, well, this is setting up stuff, mostly variables. Whatever. We check the architecture. Okay. We create temporary things. Okay. Wow, you can even specify the downloader. Nice. Well, we download the thing. Yes. Oh, it's checking the hash. Not bad. Not bad. Okay. We get one binary, I guess. Yeah, it should be one binary. Okay, this is actually installing. Nice. Oh, it's configuring Linux. That's nice. Even though yeah, I hope it's not trying to run an RPM on my machine, but okay. Yeah, that should be fair enough for me. Blah blah blah. Okay, now it's going to create a bunch of symlinks. This is the kill script. Nice. Well, this thing is still there running. It hasn't shown anything. I should have put more verbosity. Environment file. Okay, it's disabling systemd. I guess for hopefully for K3s. And then it's writing the service file. Nice. Oh yeah, that's totally a lot of stuff. But basically the install is just you download one file and you copy it. This thing. So it's just copying the thing. The fact that I have this okay, so Ansible is not showing me anything right now. Yeah, in fact, something broke. Okay. We need the verbosity. I loosely checked if the high verbosity of Ansible can actually leak something, and I haven't found anything, but you never know. So I hope it's not leaking anything, otherwise it would be fun. Okay, so this is the install, and yeah, it's just not doing anything. Okay, so maybe that was not the way it was supposed to be run. Yeah, no. Sage install. Yeah. Okay. So we're doing it manually. Well, I am getting the file and then sage install. Now what is this? Yeah, come on. -- install K3s. version, and the version that we like was 119 something. Yeah, v119.19.8 plus k3s1. New line expected. Oh, for fuck's sake. Well, I just did something very stupid. I downloaded the web page. Very nice. Now this should be the real file. And yes, my Vim is fucked up. I know the Ansible installation of Vim doesn't. My Ansible installation of Vim doesn't work. Yeah. Go. You see, it works. Interesting. So it completely ignored our release. Nice. So first of all, this flag thing is bullshit. So we have to go like this. Oh. Okay. At least this thing is working. Installing. Blah blah blah. Yeah. Well, I'm not root, so this has to fail. What? Oh, maybe it's using sudo. Nice. Okay, it's working. Not really what we wanted to achieve here. So first I want to edit this thing. We have to put install k3s version equal, and then no space. Okay. Oh wait, maybe I have to put something like show output. Yeah. So let's register the output. And then we put right now a debug. because I think we will need to check if this install went well or something. K3s install should be enough. I don't remember. STD out. Okay, we passed 2 hours. I think we are close enough. At least to have it working. Then there are a bunch of things to do, like I will need to set up my local machine to connect to the thing, etc. But I think we're gonna do that next time. Oh, good. Doesn't work. Okay, so totally not the right way to pass variables. Command O environment variable. That's strange. Variables. Okay. My bad. That's not how you're supposed to do this. This is how. There is environment. Here we go. So now should be the right way of running this, hopefully. Then what do we need to do next if this thing will ever work? We will need to have something to access the cluster. Oh, come on. Okay, you don't like my environment thing. Thank you. Why you don't like? Why not? Okay, apparently that's not how you're supposed to do. I don't want to pass a variable. Oh, come on. Yeah. Okay. So you think? Oh shit, oh. Thank you. Yes, I'm missing quotes here. Thank you a lot. Thanks a lot. That should be it. Maybe. So now I'm reading how I will access my cluster, because I mean that can be helpful. So they're saying, so there is it's etc rancher k3s.yaml file that is a kubeconfig file. And so in theory, I should just copy that file in my kubeconfig, my local config, and replace localhost with the IP. Yeah, of course, there will be a self-signed certificate. Okay, so the installing is running again. I really don't like this installer, by the way. Yeah, I saw, well, the website here, yeah, the website is just saying you can do this. Do we have, I actually don't know if we have codes, but yeah, I mean, the website is saying you can run something like that. So that it's etc rancher k3s.yaml is a kubeconfig file. So I just need to copy that on my machine. We need to wait. It's not moving. Really not moving. I really don't like this. Really don't like this. No, I'm pretty much sure that my firewall is fine. Think about it, it worked from the machine. So this thing is just running from the machine. If I SSH and I run this script, it works. So I don't think it's network. I believe that's something in the script that hangs for whatever reason. Yeah. So I'm trying to read the... yeah, okay, yeah, sorry. Yeah, there is some latency with the chat and the live. Yeah, I will need to enable. I will need to open the port on the server for the connection. Actually, I am yes, I have to think how I want to do that properly, because the server is exposed to internet, so I don't really want to have my everything opened. Yeah, totally. I think that right now, so I have WireGuard VPN on the server, and maybe it could be nice to enable the kubectl connections, so the control panel connection only through the VPN. That could be cool, but yeah, that would be a topic for next time for sure. Right now, my issue is that the script doesn't work. I was taking a look at so they have there is a page in docs about air gap install, but the way they're saying is I mean, yeah, download the binaries, no, download the images. Wait. Oh, that can be a way. Place the binaries. And then run the install on the machine. So yeah, that's the air gapped thing. You will still leverage on the install. But I do not believe that's the solution. I think. Oh, fuck me. Even better. They already had the Ansible stuff. Come on. Oh, fuck this. Okay. I mean, I'm leaving that running. I could have just done, I mean, fuck. Okay, wait. Let's see what's going on in this K3s Ansible first, and then we decide. Build the cluster, okay. This is set. Create a directory with the inventory, okay. And then you run site. Okay, site. Site is running. We have a prereq, a download, a Raspberry Pi, okay. And then we run the master and the node, okay. So let's see what's going on here. Prereq. Enable, okay, this is just if, okay, doing some comps, very nice. This is downloading, oh nice, you see, this is downloading the binaries. So technically we just need this. Okay. And then in here, master, this is creating the service file. Yeah, this is good. This is just good. Okay, so we are going to do the cube spray stuff, but with this. Fuck, I just wasted 2 hours. Oh my god. We remove the role K3s. We fork. So I am doing the fork. Fuck. This is so annoying. And yeah, if you just I mean, if you connected like in the first 20 minutes and you're back now and you're like have this deja vu feeling, yes, we are just doing the same shit. Not with cube spray though, but I mean, submodule, add the submodule, then K3 sensible. Yeah, it's okay as a name. No, wait. No. I want to. I don't need to fork. I don't know. I mean, with submodules, I like to work on my fork because, and actually, and that's the mistake I did. I also like to have the submodules as a hidden folder. Do I need a dash ansible? No. So this way, if for whatever reason I want to have something different, I am in full control. Because, I mean, let's imagine they do an update of some kind and I fetch it, I mean, and it doesn't work in the way I like. I don't know. I find it nicer. I don't think I'm going to manage the okay. And I guess that's already there. Who knows? Yeah, okay, perfect. Fetch. Yeah, you see there is some, you never know. And then we check out b local master. Okay. I fucked up. Yes. I'll help. Why did the init was not enough? Why? So we don't want to have that. Why you're trying to do that? No submodule mapping. Okay, just mapping. Yes, I deleted it. Oh, okay. Git submodule update. That should work. Okay, there is not. There isn't. So why you're trying to do something that submodules cached? Maybe with that. How about this? Okay, that's good. Yeah. Thanks for coming. See you next time. I actually want to go eat too, so I try to be as fast as possible. Okay, so we have to merge some inventories for sure. Yes, we can do like this, and we go in servers. Now, okay, so we have a bunch of masters and nodes, and I think that's the only thing that we really want, that K3 has cluster children, and then we have a master and node there. So if I check this one, then we have all hosts, yes. Then we should have something like K3s cluster children, master node, yeah, master. Okay, can I Ansible inventories, multiple names for same server? I had a lot of issues with the thing before, so I am checking. Yeah, no, I have to redefine it every time. Ooh. Oh no, I can okay, I can define an alias. Like this. No. So this should define an alias, and then hopefully why don't maybe like that. No, I need to say hosts every fucking time. Right. Okay. So if I interpreted this right, this is an alias, and this is actually the machine, and those are groups. So we have a group called K3s cluster that contains, as children, the master and the node groups. And then we have a master group that contains a list of hosts, same for nodes and same for servers. Then we just have one machine, so you're just saying the same thing multiple times. But the idea is, if I will deploy the Kubernetes cluster to a different machine or to a different set of machines, I would just need to change those lines here. Hopefully. Now in group vars, Ansible user, no. You already have that. Okay, we have a K3s version here. No, I don't want this. I want this thing to be oh shit, I don't have it in my I won't have roles anymore. So maybe it actually makes some sense to run it here. Yeah, okay. The versions we are going with is totally not this one, is 19.8 K3s1, and then it's the server's inventory. Yeah, I guess. Okay, so first, if I do we need to we remove this thing, and then we import the playbook, that K3s site YAML, and that should be it. Do we have tags on this thing? Would be nice to know. We don't. Yeah. Oh, and I totally need to add the okay, let's see if it works. Maybe it won't. So this will be long. Finding group names but not replaced. Ah. Okay, not replacing invalid characters in group name master node. So we have a problem in the inventories. Oh, do we need the dashes? No. Oh, we need the we need this. Even for hosts? Yes, even for hosts. Weird notations. Let's see if we have the same error. That looks good. Okay, now it's running base, and while we wait, there isn't much we can do. No, there is something we can do actually. Is to just comment this, and yeah, this should be the first thing to run. Come on, come on. Okay, that's good. It's running. Nope. K3s versions is undefined. Okay. Interesting, because I have set in servers group vars all there is a K3s version. So this is just, oh yeah, no, I have to move that up. So I have to move inventories. No. Wait. Inventories group vars. Why you don't like that? Group vars. Okay, organizing host and group variables. So okay, you can store variables in your main inventory file, but that's a bad idea. Thank you. You can, okay, you can add group vars and host vars directories in your playbook directory. Okay. Can I put them alongside hosts? In theory, I should. The playbook command looks for those directories, blah, blah, blah. Okay. There are priorities. Okay. Here we go. Inventory. There is group vars folder. Okay. It's not the parent. Okay. So we move inventories, servers, group vars to inventories. That's a move, not a copy. Now, inside group vars, we create, no, even better, hosts, how this thing is called? This thing is called K3s cluster. So I would like to have those variables to be just if you're going with a K3s cluster. So in theory, I should be able to do group vars K3s cluster, and then move group vars all.yaml in group vars k3s cluster. I hope. Maybe. Or maybe not. I don't know. Trial by error. Let's see. Well, it's good that at least it's running on the right server. Ooh. Okay. Okay. So it's reading the thing. And seems it's working. Let's see if it is a K3s master also, and it is good. Woo. Yeah, it's working. Lot of outputs. Nice. Okay, I love this thing. Oof. Okay, we are close to the end. I'm tired. I don't know what to. I don't think there is much to discuss about at this point. We just need to wait at the end, and then I get my kubeconfig, and then it should be fine. Well, then there will be a lot of other stuff to do next time. That's okay. This is Google DNS, so that's installed. Yes. Okay. Very nice. Now this thing will continue run. We don't care. We do have a .cube folder. Yes. So now it's time to go on the secrets view. And yeah, so the kubeconfig looks okay. So let's get back to the usual stream. So how do you connect with to Cube? Well, in this .config file, there is a base64 encoded certificate, and I just need to copy that file. And to copy that file, we will go, well, first, oh, okay, a lot of shit here. Okay, I do not have, so I create a so this is my local machine. I create a .cube folder, and then is SCP the right thing to do, or is SCP versus SFTP? Yeah, no, let's use SFTP. Okay. So local cd dot cube, okay, and then is get dot cube config. ls .cube. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. So I have .cube. Okay, this thing is finished. And now I have to download and install kubectl. So kubectl is the tool that you use for connecting to, well, it's your CLI, okay? There are a bunch of ways to install it, and we will need to do this with that's nice. They package it. We will need to do this with Ansible. In the meantime, I don't care. Yeah, because this is yeah. In the meantime, it's just this thing will just download the binary. So we go in my temp folder. We run the thing. Oh fuck! We run the thing. Stupid people assuming everybody's using bash. And here we go, kubectl. chmod 6 kubectl. And to connect, we just need to run kubectl. I'm just finding the right command, so we do not waste too much time. Cluster access, it was -- kube config. Ah no, wait, it should actually fetch it automatically. Yes, we have a node. I hope not too many people had headphones on. So I guess I just broke your ears. We got, those are all the pods running in all our namespaces on our local server. So we're running traffic, nice, core DNS, metric server, that's good. That's traffic again. And I don't know what's this local path provisioner. I mean, it's default. Why not? I guess so, yeah. So kubectl, use networking ingress. I don't know why I'm getting. Wait. How do I see? Okay. There was a way to list the ingress controllers. Maybe it was like get API get. No, API. Oh, resources. This is incredibly slow. Admissions. Yeah, maybe you're right. So kubectl describe pod. Ooh. What do we have? Well, we have traffic, definitely. It's exposing 80. Interesting. And yeah, so actually it's answering. Look at that. We have a very nice 404 page not found. There is some. Okay, there is no cert. So very cool. Well, not expected, but very cool. Okay, yeah, here we go. So yeah, we had the traffic ingress controller. Yeah. And it's using bunch of parts, can configure it by doing stuff. Yeah, there is traffic. Nice. I never use it, so, and it was one of the things I wanted to test. So that's good. It's pretty annoying that now my machine is, well, I will have to work on the network a lot because the machine is exposing port 80 and I don't know, I think it might not be the thing I want. I don't know. I want to think about it. And yeah, so this is the status on, this is htop on the machine. We have a bunch of K3s server running. Yeah, it's gonna eat my average. So yeah, let's see. Let's see how this thing is going, and there will be I will have stuff to that at this point I will move to Kubernetes, but before moving things to Kubernetes, we will need to make sure that all the deployment it's fine. Well, we put this back. And so let me see status again. Okay, so we commit. And then check out master G. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, I don't really want to open a pull request against myself. So I will just git rebase. I'm not doing this. Yeah, git rebase k3s. Okay. So let's see. Via Sensible. Twitch. Okay. Close to the right. This is actually the status of. So I have the submodule and all the new things. That's good. Shit, you haven't. Yeah, okay. So yeah, I pushed the new thing. There is the submodule. There is the modified run server, the new inventories. So everything should be fine. Now, I guess it makes sense to think about what to do next. Yeah. Do you see? Yeah. So let's go Twitch. To do deploy of KTS done. So yes, we're still missing the deployment of Samba, and at this point I don't know if I want to have Samba inside Kubernetes or not. I want to think about it. We will need a CI anyway. We have KTS topics for sure, and so the first thing we need to install kubectl plus extra tools on workstations. I want to have so we need to make KTS accessible only through VPN. I want to distribute my kubeconfig key. How it's called? Oh my god! Yeah, kubeconfig. Let's say right now, I think the easiest way is doing it via Bitwarden. And so yeah, for this thing, I think I have something that should work. Let's see. Then we will need to test, upgrade, reboot. Yeah, I would say there is systemd, so that should just work. Test upgrade of K3s, KTS. We will need what do we need? We need for sure way to backup at this point. It starts to get to, you know, it will be important. We need to have some form of backup of KTS, and yeah, to be defined what we can and what do we want and how do we want to do the backup. And actually K3s has a backup page. Yes, docs. Here we go. Yeah, I guess. Well, those things are pretty boring, but they are really, really, really necessary. The last thing that I think I will need to do before being able to deploy stuff. Yeah, I have to decide because technically this is it's a data server, so it's an NAS. So I have a lot of volumes, and I want to decide and understand what's the best way to use those volumes with Kubernetes. So pool with KDAS. I have a ZFS pool, and I want to. I have to decide what to do. I honestly, I don't know how they can work together. And depending on how they will work together, I will decide if Samba is something that I want to run inside Kubernetes or outside, for example. But generally speaking, I will need volumes, so in Kubernetes, so it makes sense that those volumes run, well, those volumes need to be in the ZFS pool. So it would be nice to have some kind of native bridge between the two. It has not to be too complex though. We will see. And yeah, and then after that, Samba and CI. I guess. Yeah, there is a thing to fix. That. Yeah, so I want to. I have to edit it in. It's in the other repo. Yes, Ansible. Yeah, vim the to do here. Add Samba comps. Add the requirements. There is another thing. Where is it? Oh. So fix vim config on servers, because right now if I open vim on the server, it explodes. So I guess that I have some mismatch between what I have in Yadm and what I have in Ansible. I don't know. And then if I reinstall Firefox, it's completely breaking my configs. So actually, the last time I ran the full playbook on my machine, I broke my browser, and so when I opened Firefox, it told me, I don't know what the fuck is going on. If you want to continue, you have to completely blank all the configs. Not fun. It might be something related to the fact that Firefox is out-updating itself, and Ansible, of course, doesn't know what's the latest version, and so those things are, I guess they collide somehow. I don't know. But yeah, it's something I have to check, because ideally the end goal is to have a CI that will rerun Ansible constantly against the machines. So the rerunning must be secure. Okay, I can do commit again, date to do, and then Twitch. Yeah, well, we need to update this thing. Let's go cube spray. Nope, we went K3S. Okay, I want to add, just because, I mean, I think it's the right thing to do. This is the K3s Ansible repo that I used. And so let's get into the README. This is passed. So when is next time? Next time, well, it's in 7 days, so it will be the 27th. Right? Yes. 27. Live. What are we going to do next time? Oh, we have a bunch of things, so it's I don't know, KTS, well, make KTS, well, no, all the KTS utils, I guess, I don't know, we'll see. So we link this is 21, 3, 27, KTS, utils, MD. Utils and comps. Yeah, something like that. Wait, let me copy this. Okay. Ah. Yeah. K8 live. KTS. Utils and comps. I don't know. We will see what to do that day. I will write something during the week. Okay. This is the live of 21, 03, 30, 20. KTS. Cool. So I guess that's everything for today. Thanks for watching and for being around, and see you next Saturday.